Yeah, he in love for sure.
Yeah, he in love over there.
He in love
He in
for
there, Clay.
sure. Now put some Lulu on it, bro. That Lululemon.
Hey, my baby mama was singing that. What is that, my nigga?
Yeah.
I said, is that the new Sexy Red? What is that? Why you keep saying that?
What song is that? It's a song for sure.
For you, baby.
It's a song. Is it Sexy Red?
I don't know.
It's Sexy Red or Glorilla, one of them.
Glow. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Let's get it.
Let's go, Artie.
I'm a dog on the beat, bully. I'm a bully, spit a literally. My passenger seat got a bully on. Got a top dollar bitch. Shit 30, and she rich. If you ain't top off, you a bitch. We bout our ends cut and split. I really cut ends when I split. Barber in the act, I keep a clip. Limbo, this is not a rental. I got hella bitches need a kennel. I got hella bitches trying to breed. Big dog nigga need a leash. Doggy style, I'm a dog out. Single, never been in a dog house. I'm a big dog, pet me gently. We'll fry your bitch, he Frenchy. Got your bitch in heat, I'm a stud. Your little bitch is weak, look like pud. Bend the lever, air out your bud. Golden retriever, no air bud. Pockets look like big X, but these clippers don't leave no blood. Look, hey, I'm a dog on the beat, bully on them. I'm a bully, spitter literally. My passenger seat got a bully on it.
Yo, it's another Wednesday, the Bully Spin Podcast. We back in the house. We got a guest in the house today. We finna represent for sure. It's your boy Allen with Exquisite Bullies. Let's get to it.
What's good, boy? It's your boy Tony Henderson, man, the professional bitter. Y'all know the vibe. Let's get it.
Man, it's your boy Money Mark, man, from Landmark Kennels, man. A whole lot of Fort Worth stuff going down today, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
General Genetics, Mosey.
Damn.
So what?
Try that again.
There you go, one more time.
Oh, y'all couldn't hear me?
Nah.
Yeah, we on.
Hey, it's your boy CJ, man. Student of the game. What's up with it?
For sure, man. I bring us here today. Everybody, bow your heads, man.
Oh, shit.
It's time to say.
Whoa. Hold on. Man, y'all share the live out, bro. We need all y'all to bow y'all heads because I don't know what he about to say. I think I got an idea, but I don't know what he about to say. Share the live. He might just share the live, but make sure y'all bow y'all heads. Take it real seriously because he about to preach for the bully community.
Can I put the song on for you?
Yeah, play me something. No, we're gonna get copyrighted. We don't need none of that.
Right.
Yeah. We don't need none of that. But I bring us here today to the congregation.
Bow your heads.
Bow your heads.
You know,
bow your heads, man.
Let me get that D voice. You know that Barry White on. I bring us here today to the congregation. Have to let the world know, and we have to accept it as a group. The bully game is officially dead. It's dead. It's over with.
Say it ain't so.
It'll never be the same again.
Never?
It'll never be the same again.
Ever?
It's over with.
Never, ever?
Now, what make you say that, Allen?
Let's clip that. We as breeders, we want to live in the moment, and we want to say, yeah, bro, it's a wave, it's a phase. It's gonna come back around because we don't want what we've put so much into to just be gone by the wayside, like just like that. But if we're being realistic, just like certain things will never be the same again. You'll never see the Jordan era of basketball again.
Mm-hmm.
You never see, you know what I'm saying? You'll never see the All-Star games in the NBA will never be the same. The NFL Pro Bowl will never be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never see the era of boxing with Mike Tyson, George Foreman, them type of heavyweight hitters fighting each other to where everybody's taking a loss. And And it's the same for the bully game, bro. We'll never see the greatest era in the bully game. We'll never see that again. And it's time to accept it, bro. It's time to accept it. I pose a question for everybody. If you bring a student into this bully game, one student, I'm talking about a child, and you have to give them a role model as far as, a top breeder that, has a stud that everybody wants to use, a top breeder that has a program where people want to shop at, does good with promotion, and is a quality stand-up guy with no flaws on their resume, who would you point them to?
I don't like how you threw that curveball. I gotta stop talking to you
I
before
speak
the
the
show.
shit that people don't want to say.
I gotta stop talking to you before the show because I don't like you threw one little curveball in there because you knew my answer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
What's the answer?
I mean,
before he threw that curveball,
What was the curveball?
I
a
mean,
stud that everybody wants to use.
Or it may not be everybody. You know what I mean when I say.
If you take that off, I got Mike Diego.
Okay, Mike Diego definitely a person that you can send to somebody as a role model, as a breeder in the game.
And not saying his studs ain't getting no work, but I just when you say that, I'm thinking like a top stud. Shit, I could go Tay Dove too.
Okay, so when you talk about a role model in every other sport, right?
Come on, talk to
The
me.
game of basketball, the game of football, you're gonna talk about somebody who is close to the best player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not just.
Hold on, what's your answer? Cause you about to go somewhere else. What's your answer,
Can you think of anybody?
Tony?
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah. I could think about 2-3 people right now.
Come on, talk
Shit,
to me. Who?
Talk to me.
me.
Die-line.
Yeah, me. I mean,
Take you out the equation.
I'm gonna say,
Shit, I got another one for you. Lowski.
all around.
Yeah, that's what. Hold on, I got my 3. All right.
All
See, when
around.
y'all
I got my 3.
talking about, see,
Like as breeders,
and this is where I don't want to get to, because
I got my
the
3.
2 people that y'all named, I have a lot of respect for, right? I have a lot of respect for, and like where I was going. Go ahead, CJ. My bad.
No, you good. But I was gonna say, hell, I got 3.
Go ahead.
My boy play ball. Niggas want to use his dog.
Come on.
Stop playing. Niggas using trenches and niggas want to use that dog.
For sure.
My nigga Trap.
For sure.
Niggas want to use his dog.
For sure.
For sure.
My nigga Lowski. Niggas want to use his dogs, plural.
For sure.
So
So
that's my 3.
So, and like
And there's no smut.
yours just add
Dogs
to
they wanna
what I was
use.
gonna say.
Like,
Everybody that y'all named so far, I got respect for. I respect them. I respect their programs. I respect them as breeders. I respect everything, in this dog game about those individuals that y'all name. But when we talk about a sport, any other sport, basketball, football, soccer, baseball, whatever sport you want to name, and we talk about a role model, 9 times out of 10, we talking about the best. And there's a long resume behind it.
But
So
hold
if we
on,
talk
let me
about
stop
the
you, though.
best, hold on. If we talk about the best role model in the NBA, a lot of people gonna say LeBron James.
right.
We're talking about a 20-year resume behind that of backing. We talking about at the top, not in the middle of it. When it comes to his
Yeah, I want to interrupt you.
his
so bad.
expertise.
Me too.
We talking about at the top, not in the middle.
What you got to say? What you think
Go
about
ahead.
LeBron not being a
When-
role?
when-
model?
I'm gonna
That's
say
cool
this.
what he's saying.
When
But
we
what
talk
about
about-
Anthony Edwards? Been in the league 3-4 years balling. Why my son can't?
Yeah, he been
He
in the
not a
league
role
3-4
model,
years,
though.
but you can't
What?
call him a
He
role
not a
model
role
because he
model.
ain't got no
Nah.
chip.
Yeah,
He ain't got no chip.
yeah. He just now getting his ears wet.
Why you say he not?
He ain't got no
He
chip.
just got there.
He just got to the trenches.
and
Like
we can't say a
freshman,
role
model.
sophomore,
But-
junior.
He can't tell you what it takes to get a chip.
Okay, but
He got
I
more.
would argue a Steph Curry.
He can't tell me what
I
it
will
takes to
argue-
get in the league. He can't tell me how to score 30 in this month.
Okay,
he
Steph
can't tell
Curry-
me how to
Steph
stay at
Curry
the top
can
of my
tell you
game.
that. Yeah.
He can't tell me how to keep my body hydrated. He can't tell me.
He can't tell me how to get
a
that
shoe
ring.
deal.
Anthony
he can't
Edwards
tell me how
can't.
to.
He can't tell you how to get that ring.
Well,
Anthony
what
Edwards
you talking
can't.
about?
I don't
Edwards
agree.
can't.
I don't agree.
Anthony Edwards can teach a nigga who don't know nothing a whole
Bro,
lot of
hey,
something.
Anthony Edwards. Hold on.
He could-
We talking about the same dude that was just last year got ran out by the Mavericks because he was out of shape
Or he couldn't beat the double team.
Where he at right now?
in the
though?
playoffs.
I'm just saying,
you know,
bro.
this just
So-
a year
so-
ago.
But nah,
so-
but
right now.
he has
My
the
son-
win.
And he
My
carrying
son
the whole
come in
team.
here-
Not
He
so
doing
much,
all the work.
But that's
has-
one of my favorite young players
But
in the
my-
NBA.
but
I
my-
feel like
baller, though.
I feel like he can
Definitely a
be there. I
baller
feel
for
like he
sure.
can be there one day.
My son
But
coming
right now,
in should
in
not
this
look up to Anthony Edwards because he ain't won a ring.
No.
That's what you telling me. My son shouldn't look up to Anthony Edwards because he was out of shape last year.
What about Antetokounmpo?
Hold on.
He ain't been in the league
Let
long.
me stop you.
He got
Let me
chill.
stop you, Mo. Let me
Wouldn't
stop
you
you.
want that?
A role model, man. You don't want to look up to Anthony Edwards. He got more fines than he got playoff games. He just got in the league. He get a fine every couple games.
Yeah.
A role model. If you talking about a role model, you
talking
want
about
your
somebody
son to watch
with
him
a resume of backing,
see,
bro.
Hold on, though.
He's a baller. He's a
He
baller.
ain't been in the
Listen,
game. He ain't been in
Anthony
the league.
Edwards
Let's not get
is-
caught on the basketball.
Anthony
player.
Edwards
For
is,
sure, listen up.
Or the baby mama situation.
Anthony Edwards was the
I
example.
mean, hey, he ain't wrong, but he
You
ain't
ain't
right.
heard
He ain't
about that,
right,
huh?
but
He ain't wrong,
Well,
but
as
yeah,
a moral,
I mean that's his
ethical
personal.
person.
Was
As a
what
role
about all the
model.
basketball players that's married and cheating on their wives? What's the difference?
It's PR.
It's illegal, right?
we don't know
PR.
about that.
Hey,
though.
you can't find that on
So
LeBron
just
James.
because you found out about his. What about
Hey,
what we talking about?
that's what I'm
basketball?
saying. That ain't the one you want your son to learn
We
from.
talking- we
He
talking
gets
about
caught.
Don't watch the one
I
that
got
gets
somebody.
caught.
I got somebody in the comments.
Let me
I got
say
somebody
this.
in the comments real quick. They said Allen Iverson never got a ring and is one of the most
Come on,
impactful
talk
players
to
in
me.
the league.
He's
forever.
Influential players.
But
in the league.
Influential, but he was never a
Influential.
role model.
Anthony Edwards
According
was
to
just
who?
the don't get stuck on him. He's the example of a young baller.
For sure.
You know what I mean? In the league, and then you got the old baller, LeBron. You could name any old baller in LeBron's place. You can name any young baller in Anthony Edwards' place. But why my son can't look up to the young one? Because for what?
So let's not get
Just
caught.
find a
Let's
better
not get
young
caught
one.
on basketball. Right?
Let's go back to the
Let's
dogs.
get back to the dogs. When we talk about what the only reference I was trying to make was that
Basketball get real.
you know the breeders,
I ain't even know who.
the breeders that y'all named, they're all of quality breeders, right? They all have greatness within them. But when we talk about the total everything, something is missing with everyone. And when I say it may just be longevity, for most of them, you know, it may be the top stud, having a top stud right now for one of them. But for most of them that y'all named, it seems like the longevity, you know, just doing it longer,
Except for Mike.
weathering through different storms,
Except
through
for Mike
different time
Diego.
periods, except for Mike Diego.
Outside of my Diego, it's real thin.
So
As
when
far
we
as
talk,
experience
so when
goes.
we talk about,
Experience, dogs.
and we talking about to everybody, you know, not just us. It's a lot of people in this game that don't look like us that wouldn't have named them guys.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So
That's a fact.
so when we talk about,
But when you ask me who I would want my son to go after,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna name somebody that I don't know.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna name somebody that I got a rapport with, that I seen how they do business, no smut, the dog, everything that you name. The longevity might not come into it, but that's why I said like an Antetokounmpo. You got a dog like Trenches. That's a championship dog to me.
yeah.
In my eyes, you feel me?
For
that's
sure, for sure.
that's one ring on your finger. So you that count.
Well,
So,
what-
and then it ain't
so
no
we
smut,
not
it ain't
taking-
no smut
so-
behind
so
your
we not-
name. We ain't never heard you
So
doing
we're
no
not
bad
taking
business.
a shot at these guys that y'all name.
so what are you
let's just
calling
let's
what
just
do
put
you
it like
call
this:
a role
the
model?
people, the top breeders in this game,
Come with something.
you cannot look at it as a role model. The top breeders in this game, you cannot look at as a role model. It's the blind leading the blind.
Who's the top breeders?
Come on, man. Name one. The top breeders with the top dogs in this game, you cannot look at as a role model. It's the blind leading the blind. I see it every day. Every time I get on Instagram, I see somebody who ain't never produced shit telling somebody else how to produce something that they ain't never produced.
I'm gonna tell you my honest 100% 100% personal opinion. There is not one person that's on Instagram Live that has a top dog. And I don't mean a nigga that get on there every once in a while. You see Go to Line might get on there and address some shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But like when you saying top dog, I'm going like crown level. I'm not going like you feel. I'm going crown level when we talking. Them niggas are not on live. So what is we talking about?
Okay.
The people you talking about don't. 9 times out of 10, the niggas that's on live all day, every day, don't have a stud worth looking at.
That's a fact.
9 times out of 10, it is that one time on there too, though.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you catch one.
It is them one time people on there too. So I'm not
Catch a nice little stack off here and there.
But nah, I'm not talking about a stack off. I'm talking about the nigga that wake up and start lives. That's what I'm talking
Just
about.
wake up, yeah.
I'm talking about them. I'm not talking about the niggas that.
So who do people say is the number one breeder? Who? If we take a survey of the bully gang, right?
Crown.
They say that's the number one dog.
That's number one dog.
So who would
to
people
look
say
up
is
to.
the number one breeder in this dog game?
Ooh, all right.
If we take a survey of the whole community,
I hear you.
black, white, Hispanic, purple, brown, Asian, who would people say?
It's always gonna be biased, bro. Or
It's gonna be biased,
or
but who-
perspective. It's
But
always
who
gonna
would
be
people say? Who do you think? What name do you think
would be more common?
would come in
like
the most?
common.
I don't know. Depends
I'll
on
have to
region.
think on
It
that,
depends
bro.
what region you talking about, bro.
If we talking Chicago, we in Chicago.
I think
Because if you ask me, I'm gonna probably tell you a nigga in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
I think that most people gonna say TBC, George.
And I think by default he gets that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying.
You know what
I'm not saying if it's deserved or not.
For sure.
I'm
for
just
sure,
saying
for sure.
what will it come in?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah. The most common name would be George.
Is that somebody who has mentored anybody, brought anybody else up? Is that a role model in this game?
I couldn't tell you that personally.
From what you see,
I don't know him personally. All I see is
say,
him
I don't
posting
know.
dogs, bro. I don't know him
Okay.
personally. I mean, I hear stories.
That's a hard
You feel what
call.
I'm saying? I hear
man,
stories.
listen, bro.
we ain't got none.
We got.
we ain't got no role
I feel like
models in
people
this
be
shit.
so scared to say, not scared, cause I know y'all ain't scary.
Hey, hold
y'all
on.
ain't scary.
Hold on now.
So I'm saying, but I feel like people be so
Say what you trying to say. How
people
about
be
that?
so worried about being blackballed or somebody feeling a certain type of way.
Nah.
Man,
And George
fuck these niggas, dog.
George
Like-
cannot blackball me from nothing. There's not a person
Yeah.
in this world that can blackball me from nothing. So now,
That's
with
a
that
fact.
being said, my answer's still gonna be the same. I don't know him enough. I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah.
Outside looking in, what we talking about? He one of the. You ask
So-
anybody in the
so-
world,
so,
they gonna
okay.
say George. So
Yeah, so that's just an example. Let's go to the next breeder. The next top, whoever the next top breeder would be.
would be
Who's the role model? Where's it at?
I mean, you can't get it because but the reason why.
Oh,
but-
my bad. Hold on.
but we
I gotta
can't
stop.
say-
I gotta stop, bro.
We can't say
I would say West Coast Bully Unit Berhani. That's what somebody I would tell to role model as well. If you follow him,
What are you defining as a role model?
Okay.
though? I can name some. I can name some
he a
hard
good.
breeders.
He
Okay.
produce badass
I
dogs.
won't argue with you.
If you watch what he do, he be with his kids. Like if you want to get into the personal shit,
I mean,
but dog wise,
Is there somebody who has mentored, that you say would open the door and has
Swagger
reach down.
reached down and open that up to be a role model to somebody
Swaggerville.
under him, or is it just
Swaggerville.
No, unless
About-
it's somebody I don't know.
I would say
No.
I've heard
So
stories of Swaggerville
I'm gonna give you an example. Mark, you just how long you been breeding?
with Roddy Rich.
Ooh,
How-
Swaggerville?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
heard I've heard of Cali Taylor. Yeah, I heard of him for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got. A
I won't
question.
argue with you there.
I got a question. Mark, how long you been breeding dogs?
and I've been breeding dogs since I was
Well, just like we talking about like bullies.
in the
and-
bullies.
Yeah.
2020, I got my
2020.
first exotic bully.
When you first came into this game, who was your who did you kind of start role modeling after?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been watching y'all two for a minute. I've been watching you. I think I've been watching Allen longer than
Yeah, probably so.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
uh
But when you hit the ground, you was like, man,
I
This is
just got like I say, I always been breeding dogs. So when I saw the bully world changing, bro, I started seeing these little small dogs. So I'm like, I just got to get in on that. I was big on XLs and pocket bull, pocket extremes, and all that back in the gap. So I can't really just name one specific person. I just kept seeing people pop up with these little dogs. I'm trying to follow the wave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who was at the top, but I just want to get in
sure.
on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
but what was influential to you when you like, man, I turned on my phone and these was the people that was like, yeah, I like what they're doing.
I ain't gonna lie. it wasn't the year I started. I say maybe the year, maybe 2 years after 30, man. 30 Rich, man.
Yeah.
I saw 30 popping, doing what he was doing, man. I say,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Me and him kind of got a lot of similarities. I got a lot of comparisons to him already. So when I seen him, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing with it and how he was promoting it and you know what I'm saying, putting it in people's face.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of that too. So I like 30, man. I like what 30 was doing with it at first. As far as anybody above that, shoot, that's about it, man. I seen Brad for sure. Brad been around for a minute, but that's about it.
For sure.
Respect.
So- It ain't no more Ed Shepherds in this shit, bro.
Ain't no more edge.
It ain't no more Eds, bro.
Yeah.
But then again, when I look at the game and where it took the turn at, you can't be mad, bro, because there was a point to where the game was flooded with youngins that
Hey,
wouldn't listen to nobody.
but what y'all telling
That did whatever they want to do.
Alan, hold on now.
You know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
get in on this one now.
Okay, let's go.
Y'all told the youngins you got to pay to play.
That was what some people said.
Them youngins start paying.
Yeah.
And they start getting people up out
now
the way.
and when they started paying, they stopped
playing.
listening.
Yep.
They stopped listening.
You said pay to
Yeah.
play. They got the money to pay, so
once
they ain't
got
gotta listen no
for
more.
sure.
That's
For sure.
That's the old head fault.
That's what happened.
For sure.
For
For sure.
It ain't coming no morals after that.
And now
Yep.
So now we in a space
You
where
won't
no
see-
morals.
you won't see a
I look at it like this.
we just the best era of the bully game. I don't think we'll see that again, bro.
Nah,
I think we will.
I think it's like this, bro. 'cause
What'll make us see it again?
Man, I think everybody's seeing the same thing, man. The youngsters that's in the game now, they got the money
Shout out to the YN.
to hop right in and start breeding. They getting pushed out the way now.
Yeah.
All that money breeding is getting pushed out the way. It's getting back to structured breeding. You know what I'm saying? People trying to put quality dogs back together. Even
Yeah.
I'm hearing young people starting to do their homework. You know what I'm saying?
For
They're
sure.
starting to read up and do they research on stuff before they start breeding and try to reach out to the better production breeders to get some better stuff in their camp. I don't know. I think it's gonna get back there. The
For
old
sure,
heads
but
and the
you-
young heads gonna have to bridge the gap somewhere.
You got people that's not even going to shows anymore,
For sure.
and you got people that's only going to certain shows. The Wolf Pit official show is the Wow Factor, right?
Yep.
And that became y'all official show because one of y'all Wolf Pit members throws a show, and also they show y'all love at that show, right?
For sure.
But what about all the other shows y'all done been to? Why haven't any of those been y'all official show before y'all even got to the Wow Factor? Why?
What you mean? Why?
Well, can we say that they didn't show the same love?
I mean, we've been getting booked. I mean, you know what I mean? We shout out, you know what I'm saying? We'll be in Baton Rouge.
Mo,
You know what I'm saying?
Mo want to give me that political shit, man. But look though,
I just said we be getting
before
booked
y'all went to the Wow Factor, the Wolf Pit as a whole, y'all went to 1,000 other shows. Can y'all say the love that y'all received at the Wow Factor was reciprocated at all those other shows? You could say no.
I guess no. Shit, I don't
All right.
I don't know. I guess
put
no.
him in that hot seat, man.
I don't know, bro. We get love
Come on.
everywhere we go, bro.
Y'all do.
I feel like they get love.
but also-
everywhere we go,
but-
we
but
kinda get
also-
love,
but
boy.
also-
Hey, Mo, keep it
Let-
real.
let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
For the outside
Some of
eyes,
these
man.
shows, let's be real. Some of these shows, a lot of people came to see Wolf Pit members, right?
For sure.
So we can say the Wolf Pit helped contribute to some of these shows, right?
For sure. For sure.
Has it been reciprocated?
Has the shows contribute to the Wolf Pit?
Yes.
Outside of
Have they showed y'all the same
you
love
mean outside
that
of like
y'all showed them back?
outside of giving us free booths or shit like what type of love would we
Okay, so y'all show them love by paying for the boot, showing.
No. We ain't paying for no booths. It's only one show we pay for a booth at.
Okay, I don't know, but y'all showed them love by going to the show.
Which one was that? I'm curious.
Jungle.
Y'all showed them
I
love by
figured.
going to the show, bringing Wolf Pit members out, bringing Wolf Pit dogs together. You spend the gas, you spend the rental cars, you spend money on the Airbnbs. You advertise that you're gonna be there. It may not be direct. It's indirect money. It's not direct money. It's indirect.
Yeah.
But you essentially, you're showing them love by putting money in their pockets indirectly. Has that been reciprocated back? Oh, the next year, I want y'all to be here. I'm gonna put y'all on the flyer. I got y'all this booth right here. I want to make sure y'all here at every show.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate what y'all have done for me, the Wolf Pit. Has that been reciprocated? And Mo, you don't got to answer. I'm just gonna put it out there like that.
I'm gonna
You
say
know what I'm
this. We need Lowski, Trap, Postman, somebody in charge of the booking to call in, man. That ain't my department, bro. I want to answer, but I don't want to tell you no lie for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we need somebody in charge of the booking. You know what I'm saying?
Lowski got a show coming
Hey,
up.
tap in. Hey, excuse, yeah. We hollered at that anyway.
Yeah,
But
I think, man,
When is Lowski show? Let's plug that.
June 21st, we want all the smoke.
June 21st is all the smoke.
Yeah, Northern
August.
Florida, pull the fuck up. All the Wolf Pit members will damn near be in the building. It's about 30, 40 of us. You for sure gonna get 25 to 30 of us.
Yeah.
If not all 40 of us. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So it's a hot summer. August 16th, you got Suited and Booted, with Ox them down in New Orleans.
Nah, for
them
sure.
them two people, Ox and Lowski, that have showed a lot of people a lot of love.
Man, I got
So you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
It should be reciprocated. Everybody should show them love back.
Hold on, man. We also got.
I don't, if I missed somebody, I missed you.
We got the Capitol also August 30th in Baton Rouge. I'm
sure.
talking about, you talking about showing love reciprocated? Yeah. He came the right way, not the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, the Capitol August 30th, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? So right after you go see Ox, just double right back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you didn't see when you was fucking with Ox, you know what I'm saying? You make sure when you come back in 2 weeks, if you didn't get that gumbo from that one spot, when you double back on the 30th, you go get the gumbo from that one spot. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You heard me?
Yeah.
You heard me?
What Derby saying?
down.
What Derby saying? You heard me? Hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck you saying?
Yeah. But yeah, man,
No, for sure.
I just got, as I feel like an old head in the game now, but just watching how breeders talk to each other.
Yeah.
Just immoral, ethical. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I was somebody just cruising by a line, like, oh man, these some dog breeders, man, don't come check them out. Within 20 minutes, everybody bitches and hoes. And talking about shoot
online.
your kid, yeah, I'm gonna shoot your
Yeah.
mama, I'm gonna slap you, I'm gonna do this to you, I don't care nothing. Like, the thing about this dog game, what was so enticing about it when we first got into it was the outside of it not being a part of nothing that was connected to the streets. And now you come into this dog world, everybody that's on the live is connected in some form or fashion, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's out
you
there,
mean?
like it's out there in the front, like if you was a dog breeder,
What was once hidden is now public.
what is hidden was now exposed. So how many people you think you
Yeah.
running off? Like how many people? Like you talking about? Oh man, the money's in the game. Nah, it's not, because the people that was originally spending money, they not connected. You know what I'm saying? They not. So if I say, hey man, I'm looking for somebody to come tap in with, they come find out. And sometimes, and think about it. Before, even if they it wasn't being displayed. Like now, it's just all in the front, man. Shit, fuck it, man. I'm such, man. Like, and I tell homies, you think you doing good business, but you really running business away.
For sure.
Like,
Watch this. Who's been breeding? Who up here has been breeding the least amount of years? How many years have you been breeding?
2025 years.
5 years. What about you, CJ?
No, I've been breeding the least amount of time,
How many years?
like
So-
2.5.
Okay, 2.5.
Yeah.
So, but you've had litters though.
For sure.
Have you ever sold a dog to somebody who wasn't a breeder or who didn't become a breeder after you sold them the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have? Okay. Have you?
For sure. Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
I thought you was gonna say no. I'm gonna be honest.
No,
I thought you was gonna say no. I was gonna say I don't see that happening a lot. A lot of times now, everybody that you sell to is a breeder or they become a
Trying to
breeder
be a
once you
breeder,
sell
yeah,
them a
for sure.
dog. But it used to be a lot more common to sell to people who just kind of were intrigued about this breed. But now there's such a negative stigma behind this breed, bro, that a lot of like
you running
the
people
word
out.
I'm gonna use is just regular customers.
Yeah.
Just regular customers. They don't They're not
And you know what's
as,
really fucked up?
interested.
What's really fucked up is just it used to be a negative stigma just around the breed. Oh, it's fucked up. It can't breathe. It don't
Now
live
it's
long.
around the people.
Now it's around the breeder and the dog. So
Yeah.
it's
For
really
sure.
it's really fucked up out here, bro.
And that's
For
why,
sure.
like
You gotta separate yourself, bro.
facts.
You gotta separate yourself.
That's why every time somebody asks me, they be like, "Oh, you breed dogs?" I say, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, so you a breeder?" Like, nah, man, I wouldn't just call myself a breeder.
I'm a dog
That's what I
enthusiast.
say.
I ain't really a breeder.
Yeah,
like,
I don't consider
even-
myself a breeder. I'm not a breeder.
I'm a breeder, but in your eyes, I don't want you to think. I don't want this stigma that you have of a breeder, and what, a lot of times what they think is somebody who got 1,000 dogs, all dogs stepping on top of each other,
Mhm.
dogs walking and shit. They unhealthy.
Yep.
You know, they don't take care of their dogs worth shit.
Mhm.
They think that's what a breeder is, bro.
Mhm.
And if you don't think that's true, get out of this game and go talk to somebody who's not in this game and ask them what their perspective of when you tell them that you're a breeder, what do they see,
Mhm.
and just listen.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Don't pick no side. Just ask them like, what you think about breeders?
And if you think about it, like this game that we in is male dominant, right?
For sure.
Mhm.
So we all have ladies around us
For sure.
as men. So we know like what people think about what we got going on
Yeah.
already.
Man,
'Cause they gonna tell you.
They gonna
Them
tell
little
you.
ugly ass dogs.
I-
gonna tell you.
all the
And
motherfucking dogs.
Them little
and
ugly
look,
ass dogs. I ain't hearing that.
And I'm gonna be honest.
Why you
with you.
breed like that?
Little retarded ass dog.
Sound like a dually truck. I ain't
Yeah,
never
for
forget
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Susie B them. They said they came up here and they said, "Why you sound like a dually truck?
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop breeding them dogs like that."
Hey man, hold on 1 second. Shout out my boy OG Perp
OG
with
Perk.
the $9.99 donation. Stacks open for stud, producing quality bulls. Shout out the whole Carolinas.
For shit show.
You know what I'm saying? And his boy really is producing quality bulls. I seen them, man. You
For
know
sure,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
Man,
Yeah.
I just, as I watch the game, bro, you know, I think about this because it's gonna be a time when I'm not gonna be breathing heavy. You feel me? And I'll be honest with you, I would have loved 8 years ago for my daughter to come up into the dog world. Be like, yeah,
sure.
man. But now she is not gonna breed dogs.
Mhm.
To watch how men treat the women, how the women display, I could never. Like
For sure.
even my own old lady, she already know my stance. Man, I wish I would catch you on a live. It's not. We ain't gonna play them games.
It's almost
it's
kind of
like-
suspect.
I feel that though. I feel that. I feel
Fuck
that.
no.
It's almost kind of
man.
suspect if
Talk
you want your
about it.
kids
Say
participating in the junior handlers. You know, it's almost kind of, you almost
shit forbidden.
a lot of people on the fence about that if they even want them, around the environment.
Yeah.
When I
But
start-
somebody mentioned the name in here that as a role model that may have been the best one all the way around so far, and that's Fatline. He has the longevity behind it. Don't really have flaws on his resume.
Ain't no controversy on the
No
internet.
controversy on the
Yeah.
internet,
Mhm.
and has has top dogs with a top program
yeah,
for years.
nah, for
So
sure.
that's a tough argue right there. That might be one of the ones that we can kind of
So tell me this,
Lead
Alan. You
people to
saying social media presence don't matter?
Nah, it does.
Nah,
What do you
hell
mean?
yeah,
What do you mean when you
But
say
I mean,
it don't
that's just
matter?
Social. I'm saying like right now it's kind of like an interacting with the people phase or trend, or I don't know. It's an era in the game where you got to be more interactive with the people,
For
bro.
sure.
Like,
Showman.
like
You
I
gotta be more
don't,
of
I
a
don't know
showman
how
than
to
entertainer.
explain it. You gotta
No, for
shake
sure.
hands and kiss babies.
Nah, that's
sometimes. You
kind
feel
of the
me?
world. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, you don't think social media presence matter? Because
It
a
do.
person like him, I'm not taking nothing away from him at all. You know what I'm saying? But the interaction with the people, you don't see it. You don't think that matters?
yeah.
He's on there. He's on social media.
Yeah.
He just keeps it more. He still kind of got that old school mentality to where it's just more about only dogs. Like,
But
you don't
a
see his
person like
face.
but look,
You don't
a
know.
person
You
like
don't know
myself,
what. You can't
bro,
put a face with Fat
turn
Line.
the camera
Most
off
people
and
can't.
talk dogs. Teach me,
I ain't
tell me
gonna lie.
something, nigga.
I don't know. Is he white or is he black? I don't
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
see, that's what I'm saying.
I
Most
don't even
people-
know.
Most people can't put a face.
I
with
just know
him.
Fort Knox.
But that's
what I
good
know.
though.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's definitely good.
But teach
If you-
me something.
if-
Turn the
if-
camera off and teach me something.
If he can say, if he can say,
Facts.
if he can say this is not about me, at the end of the day, if he decides to lead a dog game,
Nah, but
today,
answer my question: is he white or black?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know, but he's black.
all right.
I think.
Hey, everybody in the
I
comments.
think. Fat Line, you white or black?
Send a picture, man. Send a picture. We need proof.
I was looking at something, man, and I'm gonna just just look at it. I already know what he said. I just gotta remember the guy's name. His name is what is his dude's name? Richard DeBerry. You know what I'm saying? I follow him on Instagram. And dude said the dog game is worse than the drug game. Like, and when you sit back and you think about it, you like, damn, they got a point because everybody trying to hustle the dogs. It ain't about the love no more. You know, we know this now. Like, if you breeding dogs now and you talking about it for the love, that shit dead. Can't be. Because if it was, the way you move.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because it's listen, bro. You hustling the whole dog. You know, back in the day, the compassion was into the dog. The compassion was the selling point. It ain't no selling point. These homies, that motherfucker here 8 months. Hey, it look decent. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, I'm trying to hit it on every flyer. It ain't about, man, this is a quality dog. This bitch down near Rolls Royce. Nah, everybody can't have this pack.
But I think that's what everybody getting back to though.
I
think Crown going. He started that back, man.
Fat Line said he white.
Hey,
See,
You don't think so?
So when he can show you his dogs,
you watch him. If you tapped on the live right now, go ask them how much they stuff for you.
Yeah, everybody texting.
Go ask how much they selling their puppies.
They not texting.
Go ask them.
It's-
Hey, hit them on the back line. Say, hey man, can I get a co on? Man, I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you $750. Go.
You think
just
most people gonna take that?
man, go.
It depends on what they got though.
what we
Bro.
talking about?
Listen, in general,
So
average breeder, your average. Go ask him what he gonna do.
if
You
I
got 10 pup. You got 5 puppies in front of you. Go ask them what they don't cherish the dog no more. It's not a necessity. Like, man, this is like remember when we came up in the babe era? Man, bro, I ain't selling shit.
everybody keeping everything, you right?
I had Miyagi, I ain't selling shit. When I had Dex, I ain't selling. When I had Loco Lotto, when I had all these phenomenal dogs, Taz, just let the list go. Even if we go back to the bigger dogs, the give me some old blood that we could talk about. Shit.
What we talk about?
American
How old
Bully.
you want to go?
American Bully.
Lucky Luciano.
Dax?
Dak.
Before Dax.
Shit.
Paco.
Paco. We go Paco. We can go, man, just they cherish the dogs. These homies don't cherish dogs no more. These homies,
Fuck, they didn't.
bro. Nah, bro. These homies, bro, listen. Nah,
We don't know, man. You don't know.
I think it's arguable. You know what I'm saying? I think people still cherish the dog.
You know how many dogs in the back of the newspaper and the classifieds for $200?
Bro,
you go to their yard, they got 10
Sure.
puppies running around talking about pick which one you want.
Go to the flea market, man.
but that's
You
the
grab
way-
one right
no,
now.
At the come on, they was
Go to
every,
the-
come
they
on, they
everywhere at the flea
cherishing them
market.
dogs.
Yeah, but that's
was
the
two
game was different though. Like
it was 2 different sides. You
like
had a
all these
newspaper.
dogs weren't priced the way they are now. Like
Man,
every dog wasn't supposed to be $5K. Every dog wasn't supposed now let the world tell it every dog's supposed to be $5K. Every female is
I don't know.
$3,500.
I don't know where
you
y'all
what I'm saying?
seeing that at. Cause
But I'm saying that's the talk.
These niggas will post that dog for $5K and
saw
a
that
month later that motherfucker is $25,000, $3,500.
That's what I'm saying.
bro.
But
25 go to 10, go to
but what's
15.
wrong? What's wrong with selling it for the $2,500 from the get go?
Ain't
Ain't
Nothing wrong with it.
If it's a $2,500 dog,
Why can't you just
You
start
got-
from the
no.
beginning?
Y'all got to make it okay for it to be that price from the
I'm
jump.
gonna tell you what's wrong with it, and I'm gonna use you as an example, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's he wants you to sell high value. He wants you to value your dogs. Not saying that you shouldn't value your dogs. I'm not saying that. Because I know what Tony got and I know how he coming about his shit. You know what I'm saying? But Tony wants you to value your shit at a higher price. So if everybody think like Tony, they gonna be like, I can't sell this dog for $3,500. They're gonna laugh at me. If I sell this dog, that means it's not quality. If I sell it for $3,500,
That's what I was just saying.
If I sell it for $15,000, that means it was trash.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
You gotta make it
get
cool.
your fucking money, nigga. You got bills, nigga. You got
Facts.
kids. Get your money. That's a dog.
I tell you like
What are you
this.
talking about?
If
So
I got
I
a
say-
puppy for sale, right?
Mm-hmm.
I say I got the dog for sale for $5K. Mo got 5K, he want the puppy. CJ got 4K, he want the puppy. CJ on live every day showing everybody the dog and representing
I'm giving it to
and
CJ.
all the stack out. CJ is getting the dog for 4K.
I'm giving it to
Easy.
CJ.
See, because that losing that 1K, you're gonna get more than that on CJ on these lives representing, killing all these dogs and these stack outs. Where you get that dog, CJ? Exquisite Bullies.
Yep.
Like some people just don't. You can't really get too caught into the money, bro. The money's going. When you breed, you don't think about the money.
But
You just breed. The money comes or it doesn't. But if you're so focused on the money, you'll be stuck with a whole yard full of dogs.
I'm breeding to get my 1 or 2 dogs, and everything else is extra, bro.
Like Mo said, man, we got bills, man. You got to feed all the dogs.
But look,
Dogs,
though.
bro.
You got to feed them dogs.
I want to
man.
say this though. I know where you coming from, Mo, and I respect both sides of it. But everybody can't be Mo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be me.
What you
You know
mean?
what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Like
For
in a
sure.
As
sense,
far as what?
in the sense of how Mo market the dogs. It's just in general, just about this situation. Like we talking about like how, I'm a get mine, sell whatever I get it for low, whatever. I'm just moving, right? Now, when you got 40 people in a cesspool doing the same shit, so this is the bar. All right, you set the bar, cool. Everybody, look, get your puppy, sell everything else for the low. So now you got 50 people.
Doing
They
the same
keeping the
thing.
best shit,
Right.
and they selling everything, getting it dirty. So
Right.
so it go from here, and it just starts scaling down. So now that person on the back end, now his what we tell him, because now the value is here. It's not Mo had it here, or John down the street had it here, and it slowly start rippling down. So now we on the back end of it, and now we trying to say, man, this shit got value, but the person or whoever is running the shit that created it is made this statement or just put the game in this weird space. Fuck it, I'm just getting my shit. I'm gonna get it gone.
So you pretty much saying selling a $5,000 dog for 25 is knocking it down.
Nah, I won't say knocking it down. I mean,
Well, Tony, them days are gone, though.
I mean they
Let me
are.
tell you why they gone. Because you don't have what you're talking about is them days where somebody will have a litter and they would price everything, let's say their cheapest puppy was $5K. If they didn't sell the dog for $5K, then they keep the dog. Now you have this yard full of dogs and they have another litter. It's the same thing. Either you're going to buy this dog from me for $5K or I'm going to keep this dog. When I have another litter, it's going to be the same thing again. You're going to buy this dog from me for $5K or I'm going to keep this dog. Now, if you want this blood, you got to come breed to my stud or you have to buy this dog for $5K from me. Them days is over with. Because this $5K dog, if it don't sell, they flipping them on some other shit. They on the back end, they're going to say, I'll take this or that for it. Or you can go down the street to another breeder who got some similar blood now. Like it's just not how
I know, and that's what I'm saying.
It's not
like,
apples to apples anymore.
But that's why
everybody got almost the same shit or access to the same shit.
And I'm gonna tell you this: if I buy a dog, if you got a dog up for $5K, and a person like myself hit you and like, hey bro, I only got $3,500. And that dog is a $5K dog. It looked like a $5K dog, whatever. But a person like myself buy that dog for $3,500. That $3,500 gonna turn into that $5K ain't gonna be nothing to you later on because I'm gonna produce something off of that. People gonna know I bought that dog from you that produced that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Word of mouth is gonna travel. I show the dog on live like you were saying, like,
For sure.
or I breed to your stud and I get some shit out of it. A person like myself that's gonna put in the light your dog. You know what I'm saying? Like
then you look at yourself as just a regular business person, bro. Get outside the dog game. And what other business would you lose 3,500 chasing 500 or 1,000? You know what I'm saying? Like
sell high, buy low.
Why would you do that? Like that shit's stupid. It really sounds stupid. Somebody be like, okay, my stud fee is $5K. If you don't have $5K exactly, you have $4,999. You're not breeding so you're gonna lose $4,000 $999 chasing
$1.
$1.
Yeah.
That shit sounds
Shit,
stupid.
man. But look though, you gotta think about it like
That shit
this.
sound,
man.
that shit be
you-
ego.
I had that
when you break it down
conversation
like
the other
that.
day,
Look,
and they
though,
said
you
that
gotta
the
think about
value
when you-
that the value gets lowered by doing that. But I also
could-
told the
one
person
person-
that I had that conversation with, I said, I don't know nobody in this game right now that stud fee is at 4,000, and I got 3 or 2,500 right now paid in full right here. That's not gonna take it and pull that dog, bro. I don't know nobody that's not gonna do it. You gonna lose 1,000 over 2? Like,
one person can no longer control the value of the game. It's the game collectively as a whole now. Everybody got, everybody has access to all different type of bloods, whatever type of blood you want. So when it comes to one person saying that I'm gonna sell low or I'm gonna sell high, one person can't control the value of the game anymore. It's over with. Them days is done.
I don't feel like that.
It's done. So who can say, okay, I'm only selling at this price, which will increase the value in the dog game? What one person?
No,
can
it's
do
no
that?
person right now.
Yeah, nobody know.
No, nobody right now. But it's gonna take a very
I mean, shit, Golden Line tried that shit.
I mean, he's still doing
Let's
it.
keep
though.
it at that. No, they tried to tell the whole community, hey, we got to keep our dogs at this, and this, and this, and that. And
They are, but
like,
you know what happened?
like Mo said earlier,
They
we got
the
bills
blood.
to pay out here.
Yeah, sure.
We got
sure.
dog food to buy out here. We got kids, daycares, and karate classes, and whatever to take care of out here. We gonna get that money on, bro.
Nah, for sure. But I think about it like this:
Chino,
they had the opportunity. They had the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different when once you got something good and you don't realize it, and then you let too many people get it. They didn't realize they had something good.
Nah, yeah.
When they pulled up to that motherfucking show and where was we at? We went to the George show.
who show? You talking about
Yeah, when we went
Golden Line?
Yeah, not Golden
The
Line.
first show. Who?
When they was when we went out to Cali. What show was that? When we seen Crown?
Shit, we done seen him at a couple
That's when
shows.
he was when he was next
The
to
first time.
yeah.
Bully Expo. I
Bully
think.
Expo. If he would have said, "Hey man, this is a $20,000 stud," everybody know this is one of the baddest dogs in the game right now. When he left that show, he became the baddest dog. Like no question. He was on every social media platform, TikTok, Pinterest. Once your dog make it to Pinterest, that's it. Like I don't every dog I ever seen on Pinterest, that motherfucker damn near doing numbers. So it was you have an opportunity to control your market. When you get the opportunity and you get that too many people.
Do you have an opportunity to control your market?
Yes.
How?
Don't
So-
let the
so-
motherfuckers
so-
use it.
So let's talk about
So you just gonna have a dog just?
Let's talk about
You
Hallmark.
just need a few productions. You don't need a whole fucking cesspool of dogs.
Hallmark. What's Hallmark stuff?
7K. Well, it's 7K, but he said right now it's 5,500, 500 lock in.
Huh?
He changed it. I guess he's doing a deal or some shit. I don't know. But it is originally 7,000, but right now he's doing it for 5,000 with a 500 lock in.
Okay. Hey, not bad.
So
Why you looking like that? You got
what's the
some in your
stud
ear or
fee?
something?
Huh?
What's the stud fee?
5,500.
5,500. I just said. that.
Okay, so it's no longer 7,500.
Nah.
No.
That's that bullshit. I'll be honest with you. That's that bullshit.
What bullshit?
what's
Talk
What's
to
wrong
me.
with that?
Because you got some people that done locked in at
And he
7,500.
said he's honoring it for 5,500.
Okay, so I retract my statements.
Okay.
That's not that bullshit.
Right.
You can put your stud at whatever you want to put your stud at.
As long as you.
As long as
honor it.
you fair to the people that trusted in you,
Yeah.
Yeah, spent the
at
money
your high
first
price
time.
too.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Hallmark. You say you can control the value. So now his stud is at 5,500, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Hallmark Productions are more valued than Crown Productions right now? Even though his stud fee is higher than Crown?
Nah, but they're teeter-tottering with each other.
You think so?
They're playing back and forth.
It's
for
getting
sure.
there. It's
Live
getting
on the
there.
Bully Spin podcast. Who we got? Okay, perfect
The
time.
voice was popping.
Y'all can finish.
What's good, man?
That's good.
Yeah. I had to talk about this, bro. Yeah, homeboy done dropped the stud fee. You know what I mean? That they didn't all did. You know what I mean? Pimpy dropped the stud fee. You had Pimpin' and Easy dropped the stud fee. You have a lot of people that come in this industry feel like they shit is far more superior than other dogs. If you put your dog at 7K, you better plan to retire. Okay, so he just getting a real good reality check. and understanding that his dog just not as valuable as he thought it was. And that's just what happens, bro. The game will humble you and let you know what your product is actually worth.
How is he? How is the?
But I agree with Alan that that's the BS.
People believing in the dog at 7,000 though, Dream.
So do you think Hallmark?
No,
do you think Hallmark
the people? No. Okay. Who you didn't know who to pay 7,000 for the dog?
I mean, according to him, it's 40.
If people was believing that dog at $7,000, he wouldn't have to drop it down to 5,500. Promise you that.
Can we?
Yeah, nah,
Can somebody who paid 7,000 for a Hallmark credit raise your hand and say I did it?
And why y'all raising y'all?
Yeah. Come in the chat.
Bully performance.
Why y'all taking y'all time raising y'all hand, man? I want to give a shout out to Suge Knight with a $19.99 donation. Yeah, man, he one of the few people that locked in my 2-time General Smash. Well, not mine. He sold fully loaded 2-time General Smash son Keyway.
Oh, you talking about Suge Knight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out to him. Hey, look, this is what I want to say real quick, man.
Too.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
But what you were saying?
Hey, so I just heard my boy Solo is joining the Wolf Pit, and my boy Mo is
Solo CJ, you joined the Wolf Pit?
You with the pit?
Oh, bro, my breaking news, bro.
Shit, now.
Look, see, this is what I'm saying, bro.
For sure.
How you?
The Wolf Pit.
No roll call. What a wolf sound like?
Mike D got to tap in.
Let's see it. Let's hear it, CJ.
Nah, let's hear it. You just did it, Daydream. Let's hear it again.
No, but look, this is what I'm saying, right?
Bypass that.
Hold on. The Wolf Pit think they sneaky, bro, but they ain't as sneaky as they think it is, bro. We is not about to have the Bully Spit podcast being a monopoly or a
and
where people on the Wolf Pit come in and speak up for the we ain't doing that. So listen. So look.
So when you showing
hold on. Yeah, Alan, I gotta show up to work now, bro, because I cannot have that many members. You know what I mean? Because what will happen is that they start monopolizing our social media platforms. You know what I mean? Now they're gonna be on the podcast. They're gonna be running all. You know what I mean? It's gonna be too much, bro. We gotta
somewhere found next to low keys, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I couldn't find your file, man.
Yeah, that's what Trump said, bro. Trump said he couldn't find my file, so. But I guess I ain't gonna be part of the Wolf Pit, bro. But yeah. So now I can't let them, continue to take our platforms, bro.
You need a stronger wolf, bro. You sound like a cow.
That house sound like it's dying.
But look, I gotta say this real quick, man. The podcast ain't been the same without my boy Alan. Daydream, the face of voice of the Bully community. I'm gone.
But I appreciate that. But no, we one band, one sound. It don't work like that. But so we talking about Hallmark 5,500,
right?
Would you say he bring more than Crown at 5K?
No.
So how is his value? How do he keep his value?
Man, shit, motherfucker over there doing this thing.
Would you say he breeding more than American Boy?
No.
Fuck them.
Probably not, bro.
So how does he keep his value? American Boy is what? 2,000, 3,000, 3,500?
Shit, depending on what time you call.
You full of shit, Tony. But we saying that right there shows you the value of the dog don't come from the stud fee, bro. One person can't control the value of the market, bro.
Stand on your business.
It's not like that no more, bro.
Man,
I
just want to say this, man. I got my own opinion.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
You got a right to that, bro.
And that's my own opinion.
But,
I'm just going to leave it.
But with your opinion, we got the right to question.
No, for sure.
If it's factual.
And it may not be factual to the naked eye. And that's okay. But what I will say, it's a lot of motherfuckers out here with this shit, and it's going too low, baby. Like, I just, look, man, I like money, and I like making money all the time. And when I watch the game, it's so much nickel and diamond. Mm-hmm. Like you can, man. They
what?
Just it's
you got kids, bro.
It's not. Yes, I got kids.
You got kids.
I got a son.
Yeah. You got kids too.
Yeah.
So How much is a Happy Meal?
I don't give a shit.
I'm asking how much is a Happy Meal right now?
$6-7. About $6-7.
For a Happy Meal?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
almost like 10.
Yeah.
Man, that ain't got nothing to do.
What McDonald's you taking your kids?
The one in the box.
Yeah, they come with the toy.
I don't ever buy it by itself. I always get a one cent. I thought it was like $6.
When you get into the dog game, you know this shit expensive. This shit ain't cheap. Dog food costs, AIs, TCIs, the dog breeding, the puppies, the whole upkeep. When you get into a business, that's your job to do your research and find out how much this shit costs. If you come up into this on some, I'ma just hustle this shit. I'ma just pick. You
gotta have an image though. You gotta have some sales tax, some type.
Can we agree that these dogs are luxury? We're
for sure.
We're blessed to be able to
big
afford
fact.
these dogs.
There we go. That's what I like.
These dogs are luxury.
You right. You right.
Okay, so if the price of necessities, we talking about food, toilet paper, eggs.
Listen, then
the price of necessities go up.
The dog might not.
You saying the price of the dog should go up as well with the necessities?
Listen,
and you're paying more than what you would. You're paying more to live, but you should pay more for a luxury.
Listen, you got habits. You got things that you like to do. They expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These dogs expensive.
Yeah.
If you want to, you gotta give some up.
Okay, but let's stop though. Let's be real. Why are they expensive?
Shit, just
why is something that's dying before 5
my shit expensive? Died for no 5. I can't speak on this shit.
I mean, a lot of dogs are dying before 5.
But listen,
let's keep it 1,000. Man, come on, bro.
That's them.
Hey, you want to? Y'all want to talk dogs? Y'all want bullshit?
Listen,
why is Gucci expensive?
Y'all want bullshit?
Look, I'm not bullshit.
How long can you keep a Gucci hat or a Gucci backpack? How long can you keep it? That whole got a lifetime warranty, don't it?
As long as you're taking care of Gucci.
I'm about to say, it's depending on how much you use.
You can take it back to Gucci and get some shit replaced, right?
Hey, a Rolls Royce breakdown. Them hoes still expensive. Bentley's breakdown.
When you ever seen a Rolls Royce breakdown?
I'm about to say, I ain't never seen one, but I'm pretty sure.
Tell me when you seen
Range Rovers do. And they expensive.
Them hoes
but they not expensive like that.
Shit.
Y'all talking about them Land Rovers, man. Y'all talking about
Range Rovers.
Rovers. The key word.
You don't see them Range Rovers on the side of the road like that.
They don't make it out the parking lot. That big brake is gonna turn on. Go.
So you seen a Bentley on the side of the road?
Fuck yes.
I ain't never seen a Bentley.
You seen a Bentley on the side of the road?
I just seen a couple Hellcats and Camaros and shit though.
Yeah, for sure. But them, we know with these Hellcats, they don't really be Hellcats, bro.
Shit,
Come on,
these
we know about.
you can apply that to the dogs too.
We know about some of these Hellcats. They don't be Hellcats.
Hey, Allen, you can apply
that
to
them
the dogs
lookalikes,
too,
bro.
You can apply
with kits on
dogs too, bro.
But
some of these niggas
you can't count that, man. People play with them Hellcats. You can't count that.
But let's be real though.
They shred them hoes.
Yeah, you can't play with no shit.
I done seen them hoes pull the whole back.
If we're gonna say that this dog is luxury, right, and this is an expensive breed, and we're gonna expect this dog to hold this value way up here, shouldn't the dog last more than 5 years?
Yeah. That's all about who you get your product from.
That's a choice, man. That's a choice the buyer got to make, man. You make that choice as a buyer.
Nobody tells you go buy it.
You don't have to buy that dog.
Haven't you? Okay, you're right. But look, how can you control what's what? Haven't you had a dog that died before it turned 5?
I made bad decisions.
Hold on. Have you had a dog that died before it turned 5?
Bad decisions.
Have you had a dog that died before it turned 5?
I have. I made bad decisions.
User error. I'll take my accountability.
Have you?
Yeah,
and I have too.
We done had dogs before.
Everybody up here then had a dog that died.
But it was a bad buy. It wasn't an educated, logical buy. It was a bad. I can tell you.
But you didn't know what was what though, bro.
Huh? I wasn't educated.
What do you mean you weren't educated? Let's talk about it.
When I bought the dog, man, we ain't even gonna talk about how I got the dog. We ain't gonna get on that, man. But man, when I got the dog, man, I just didn't know too much about the breed. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I can leave it outside and do all this. You know what I'm saying? So I was just uneducated.
So the dog died outside.
Yeah.
How hot was it outside?
Texas heat.
Yeah, Texas heat. You know
give me a temperature.
107. That was gone.
It was probably about 98 that day. Probably about 98 because I was.
That's a little hot. That's a little hot for a dog.
And like you say, but
any dog.
It was like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I went in the garage, came back out, he gone. So,
but
I ain't losing because.
But let's say about 85 though. If it's about 8, shouldn't your dog be able to?
For sure.
Shouldn't your $20,000 dog be able to stay outside
so
in 85-degree weather, bro?
I ain't gonna let to you.
Live on the Bully Spin podcast. Who we got?
I'm talking this shit, man. I'm on everybody.
Hey, it's me again. I had to call it. My bad. I had to call it back in real quick. Now, but look, this was going on, bro. A lot of these dogs that have underlying health problems, to where it's stuff that you don't visually see, like enlarged hearts, heart murmurs. These are some things that you vet sometimes misdiagnose, and also some things like because these dogs got so small in a fast, time. You know what I mean? So basically, if you go from an American Bully, which is a 18-inch dog, to a micro bully, which is a 13-inch dog, within 2 or 3 years, that body don't have enough time to adjust. So you got the same size organ, same size everything inside these dogs, and so a lot of these dogs be dying early from underlying health problems that we don't actually test for when you go get a vet checkup. That's why it's important for a lot of people to start DNA testing their dogs, as far as DNA testing for heart problems. Taking your dog to an actual cardiologist and all that stuff like that. That's what's going to be more important, and that's going to be the promotion strategy in the near future, is actually selling a healthy product. I don't want to sell you a dog for $20,000 and then have to refund you your money, or have to figure out how I'm going to compensate you for a $20,000 dog I sold you because it died out of the blue. After I sold it to you, you know what I mean? No disrespect to bully breeding like that. Think about No Crown. We could use No Crown right now for an example. That dog was a dope ass dog out of nowhere. So we got to figure out what's going on with this breed, and people got to be more transparent. For us to open up case studies, and for us to understand what's going on, if everybody hiding the reason why their dog died, how are we going to better the breed? We cannot better the breed if we don't understand why people's dogs are actually dying. Are they dying for heart murmurs? Are they dying because of elongated palates? Or are they dying because they can't breathe? What are they dying for?
Yeah, I agree with that one.
I think you got to hold breeders more accountable.
No, for sure. For sure. You said something there. Yeah. I mean,
hold the breeders more accountable.
It say super chat. It say the super chat not working.
Hold the breeders more accountable, man.
Tell them to close the YouTube and open it back up.
So let me ask you.
Go out and come back in.
If the dog is fully health checked, that dog should be held at a higher value, correct?
Definitely. If it got
Fully
everything.
If they got a health check,
what?
yeah, for sure.
So some of these dogs, right?
That's what they say.
You can pass a health a health test, but that don't take away some of the what would you call it? Some of the risk factors with the dog. Like basically, like just because the dog doesn't have a heart murmur doesn't mean that the dog won't have trouble breathing. You get what I'm saying?
Because it got a short snout.
Because it got a short snout, elongated palate.
Soft palate.
A dog with a elongated soft palate is not going to fail a health test. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to be the reason why it fails a health test. It's not going to say this dog is not going to pass especially as a puppy. This dog is not going to pass your vet checkup because it has an elongated soft palate. That's not going to happen.
But that's an obvious sign, though. With a soft palate, you'll be able to hear that as a buyer. You'll hear it. Not
as a puppy though. When we getting these dogs, when you get your health check, 9 times out of 10, it's a puppy right before you sell it to a customer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, some of these dogs, it gets worse and worse as you get older.
Yeah.
Some of these dogs are born with heart murmurs. By the time they 3 months, they don't have any heart murmurs. And then there's some that weren't diagnosed with heart murmurs when they were young. And then by the time they get older, you might take them back, and the vet maybe could diagnose of having a heart murmur, or maybe it's a certain level, and then when they get older, it could be a higher level or a lower level. It just I've seen both in these dogs, but I'm gonna be honest with you. And you see none a lot. When it comes to I agree with what Daydream's saying. Like, we got to be more transparent when it comes to what the problem is with these dogs in order to breed better and to correct it.
But we got to look at the difference between like a actual deformity or
people got to be willing to go backwards a little bit too.
Yeah,
but
then too, like, because
that's a big problem.
Yeah,
people don't want to go backwards.
But
you might need to.
But look,
you might need to.
Even with that question, right? Because I like how you worded it. Like, understand the difference between a deformity, a health risk, and what you're breeding, like what we're breeding for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because a lot of times, like, we understand that our dogs are bow-legged, right? So, like, even like, look at a Pekingese. We know Pekingese, they have eye problems, right? And that's kind of inside they breed. We know generally if we breed Pekingese, they have eye problems. Or if we breed German Shepherds,
Rottweilers got the hips.
you know what I'm saying? So if that's a part of that breed, we can't say, man, just because he got bad hips, that this is not the quality of that dog, because in other breeds, golden retrievers, Dalmatians, just other breeds, they have issues in their breed.
Mm-hmm.
So with our exotic bully or our American bully, we got to know, like, hey, this is what happens in this breed. So
Yeah.
that's a different, so when we talk,
what does it all go down to, though?
Yeah, what does it go down to?
You know what it all comes. Wake up, Mo.
Yeah.
You know what it all comes back to. I caught her this time.
I'm up.
What it all comes back to is a standard, bro.
Yeah.
A standard. There's no standard that everybody respects and follows. So how can you say, okay, this is an acceptable
Nah, for
thing
sure.
within our breed, but this is not acceptable?
But somebody will try to bash you because, like, shit, your dog got hip.
But even in the German Shepherd world, they have a standard, but they still have the hip dysplasia
Just because
problem.
don't nobody follow the standard don't mean we ain't got a standard. We keep using nobody follows the standard. What the fuck did that got to do with us not having one? We got one.
Because we're like you say, we're talking about German Shepherds. You say even with German Shepherds, they still have the hip problems.
They still have the hip problems, and they still have a standard.
Okay. But when people breed, they breed towards the standard. You're going to have dogs with hip problems. Those dogs are going to be pet home. Those are not going to be able to be, especially if it's bad enough. Them dogs are not going to be able to be bred because they all have a standard that they're breeding to, basically. We don't have that, bro. Like, we have a standard for sure, but it's the wild, wild west. You breed how you want to breed. You breed how you want to breed. I breed how I want to breed. We all breed how we want to breed. And I don't know, like,
So
that's
not why this
that's a
was
good thing in this.
It's not valued.
Yeah, it's not respected.
It's not valued.
No.
It's not respected. The standard is just the standards that we have is just bullshit. The only thing that it does is get you into categories it shows, and gets you placed at different shows because these are standards they're going by. But what do breeders go by the standard?
Nah.
They
breed bullshit.
But somebody could
Breeding to make some
playing
money,
devil's
man.
advocate. Somebody could
they
tell
breed
you
bullshit.
Somebody
Period.
could tell you, I don't want my dog to look like the next man's dog.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool, but at this point in time,
we passed that.
we all got exotic bullies, right?
Now it's about what
You
the
can
motherfucker
recognize what an exotic bully is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every dog don't have to look the same. You just have to be an exotic bully.
Yeah, but if you're breeding towards a standard, all the dogs will start to look the same because you're breeding towards that standard. You're breeding towards what that dog looks like, the phenotype, what that dog looks like. So that'll make all our dogs start looking the same if we're breeding for one standard.
Yeah, but
So
It's like in the German Shepherd
but
world,
there's
they're breeding for
different
one
looks, though, right?
standard. Yeah, there's different looks, of course.
But German Shepherds have very limited on colors. That's why they all kind of look like each other.
Mhm.
So let's think of like a different breed, like a
bulldog.
bulldog, right?
Okay.
You see bulldogs with different looks, right?
Yeah.
Some of them have more wrinkles than the others. Some of them have
right.
more blockier head,
Mhm.
a rounder head. It's the same thing with these bullies. It could be the same way. Like we could have more of a broader standard with different looks, but we all breeding to, you still got some people saying, I don't give a damn about a tail. In 2025, I don't give a damn about a tail. Huh?
You should want one.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, you should want one, but
It's the N one of the game.
I think
you
that's
get-
the beauty. I think that's the beauty of being in this breed, bro. Because you don't gotta have a tail to have the best dog. You don't gotta have a tail.
You don't.
In certain people's eyes, some people's eyes, you gotta have a
I was
tail
about to
for
say,
you.
that's-
to have the
I-
best-
first time
to
I
have
heard
the best
that.
dog. But I'm saying, like,
That's the first time you heard you don't need a tail?
Hey, man, everybody say you gotta have a tail. If you
Yeah,
got
you gotta
if you
have
want
a
a
damn tail.
quote unquote perfect dog, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You gotta have a
but
tail.
but
As far
I
as
think
the
that's the
standard go.
beauty. I think
As far
that's
as
the
the
beauty in
standards
this
go.
breed, though.
The
Like,
standards say you don't need
you
a
can have
tail.
whatever you want.
Hey,
I'ma keep it a
some
buck.
people feel different.
The
If
standard.
I have
I
the-
don't feel like you need a
USBR,
tail.
If I have a
ABR,
hard ass dog,
go find one that got a standard. It's gonna say you don't need a tail. I guarantee BCR is gonna say you don't need a tail.
if I have
So
a
I'm
hard
guessing you a non-tail. You don't really care if you got.
I got General Smash, man. I don't give a fuck about no tail.
I'm
man.
already
if he had a
man.
tail, would you give a fuck?
Dang, that's what I
Yeah, I don't care. It's cool. Am I trying to put a tail? Yeah. But if I get
I'm saying,
a dog,
That's
Would he
all
be
I'm saying.
would he be
But-
of more
but no,
value
no,
to you if he had a tail?
because it's this side too. I get a hard ass dog. One got a tail. I get a harder dog with no tail. What dog do you think I'm keeping?
I'm keeping the one with no tail.
Okay, then so the tail don't matter.
If it's a harder
if I
dog,
get the dog with the tail, that's cool. I'm gonna keep that nigga.
But at the same time,
space, man.
with that dog with no tail, my goal is to produce
put that tail
same
on that
dog
dog.
with a tail on it.
My soul.
But if you keep getting them with no tail, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna start throwing the dogs away.
I'm gonna keep
Breed to the one with the tail. That's all I'm saying. The tail don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
When you're like that, eventually you're gonna be like, you know what? I just take the lesser dog because this one got a tail. I got all these dogs with no tail. This one got a tail. I ain't gonna keep shooting dogs out with no tail.
Hey man,
I gotta put the tail on some kind of way.
If your other dog putting tails on everything and that one ain't putting tails on everything, you get your females from the one with the tails. And
hey man, for the record, man, General Smash will put 9 out of 9 tails. Is proven facts. Got records.
I like
you know
that boy. I ain't gonna
9 out of 9.
We want to shoot that general
to the Hawks. And I be saying, I be using my dog as an example, so I don't use other people's dog, but I don't want them to get that misconstrued.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
my dog would throw a full tail to the Hawk.
I got a question, man. I mean, I want to kind of go back what A was saying about the role models. Do y'all still feel in 2025 is that? Do y'all think if we got 5 right now?
No, the game. I don't even think the game looking for a role model, bro. The game ain't looking for no role model. Like Alan said, it's the Wild Wild West. It's crabs in a bucket.
Cutthroat.
Yeah, I feel like it got to come back with some camaraderie before we get to where it's some actual role models. People got to come together. It's just the community itself. The community is too divided already for it to be some role models. Ain't nobody gonna get behind somebody and push this person and that person.
And by
and everybody want to be at the top.
When you do, they start doing some more shit.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you, bro. I tuned into a live today. Earlier today. I don't even remember what live it was, bro.
Man, I heard somebody.
They was talking about a dog having some skin issues, and the motherfucker on there was like, "Yeah, bro, just hit her about 3 days in a row with bait trail." Huh? Bait trail, bro? Like, for a skin issue?
That is
so that's what I'm saying. It's literally the blind leading the blind out here.
But I don't even care, bro.
but that's what
I'm
I mean.
be honest with you.
But hold on, Alan.
On my Instagram, I don't know if my shit broke or what, but when I get on,
tripping, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'll be tripping.
When I get on, I just see just like random names now. Like it don't pop up just like everybody that's live in the front no more.
Nah, you gotta go find them hoes.
So I just see like random people.
Like, I can't never see a lot.
So I just click on one every now and then, and that's what they was talking about. And I was just like, bro, it's just the blind leading the blind. Like it used to be like when I first came into this game, it may not be the person with the best dog, bro, but this person right here is known as a OG in the community. When I say OG,
and respected.
They've been doing this a long time, and they respect it, and they know what they're talking about, and you would learn from them.
Okay.
So it's like they might tell you, "Hey, this the medicine you use for this. This the you know they know what they're talking about."
Right.
But like I said, I've been seeing a lot of
get on-
youngsters come in with that too now, though. I've been seeing a lot of where in the city, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody, but in the city, you know, I'm used to
They
seeing.
know what they're talking about.
For sure. It's like they
Some
listening
do,
to some people that
and then
know what
some
they're talking
don't,
about. For sure. It's a lot of people that
Like the
don't
ones that tell you to use bait trail for a skin issue is
you
kind
know
of
when
crazy.
you know.
But look at this, Alan. That's what I mean by the quote unquote people that we will see as role models being more personable or being touching the people. Because if it's the blind leading the blind and it's a nigga over there that can see, he need to be helping all of us see some shit, right? If we're trying to quote unquote better the breed.
For sure.
So I mean, shit.
But you know what makes it hard for that?
What?
When a person becomes more personable and they open themselves up to the world, now you got a motherfucker on live when they fall out. Oh, this motherfucker, his house ain't nothing but $50,000. He stayed there and he stayed there.
Yeah.
That's you get what I'm saying?
It's still the internet.
Yeah.
It's still the internet.
For sure.
Right.
So that's why a lot of people or a lot of,
I'm gonna give you an example.
breeders with longer resumes are more reluctant to open themselves up like that to being more personal.
Yeah. I want to give an example. I was on live, I think it was Sunday, and I was, I say, fuck it, I'm gonna just try to go back and see see Chester Waters. The Sunday was cool. Everybody was having a great time, laughing. The same people. Monday morning, man, fuck him. I say, hold up. What's going on? Like, we was just having a good moment. We was reminiscing and shit, and niggas like, yeah, that was a good time. Then Monday morning came, man, fuck his baby mama. Nigga, like, I'm like, What? Like,
But just like y'all said, that's part of the internet. That's part of the internet.
nah, for sure. But I'm
That's
saying,
what it is.
That's part of IG.
Help me understand.
Any social,
Help me understand
any social.
when it's playing and when it's not playing. Like,
But this is the thing though. If I'm big guy in the game and I'm on my live, I control the narrative of my live. So if it's some bullshit comments, I can hit remove from live. If it's some bullshit going on, I can ignore them comments and keep going with my conversation. You don't got to interact with the bullshit conversation. If niggas in that hole asking questions, answer them questions. If people in that in the live talking dogs, talk dogs. The bullshit comments, you don't got to pay attention to them. You don't even got to read them.
nah, these people like going in it in the live, like not the comments, the live.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If there's a big breeder in the game that we want to have as a role model, and it's the blind leading the blind, but he can see, and he's seeing all of the bullshit, the blind leading the blind.
Blue shirt, wide awake.
Control
the comments.
control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Control the
They be on
narrative
my
on your
line.
own line. I mean, on your own live. You feel me?
yeah,
That's what I think.
I feel like, bro, a lot of it be like a crab in a bucket mentality.
Yeah.
Anytime
Bro,
Somebody
they
is-
think I'm sick. They think I'm asleep over here.
you was asleep at one point.
I'm looking
bro.
at the phone, bro. What the fuck? I'm looking at the phone. I wasn't sleeped in. I was looking at the phone.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
high. God damn. Y'all want me to smoke crack so my eyes stay open? Y'all want me to smoke? You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Nah,
I mean,
for
yeah,
sure.
damn.
But look though, I've seen to where it's like somebody who has a long resume in this dog game on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
It has made it to where somebody that has a long resume in this dog game can be, what's the word? Belittled, challenged by
Okay.
somebody without anything type of resume.
Right,
ain't
right.
did not a
And they
flea.
can,
But
and,
I'll
they can
answer-
really lose
internet.
that battle on Instagram.
It's the
Nah,
internet.
bro. No,
They
bro.
really can.
It's the
Listen,
internet.
listen,
They really
bro.
can
How
lose
is
that
the
battle.
internet?
It's
bro.
not a real
You wanna
place.
know why?
Stop
Nah, it's
arguing.
real.
Stop arguing with them folks, man.
The real will survive, right? You can it could be somebody on the internet or on the live telling you, oh, your dog will produce shit, your dog ain't never done nothing, woo woo woo. But the people that's watching the live, the community,
Mhm.
the blind,
Mhm.
the other people that's blind, they hearing this nigga saying all this dumbass shit. They know that nigga that can see really got something going on. They know you know what I'm saying? They might kiki kaka to the motherfucking comments, but they gonna breathe to the fast lane if we're using him
But-
for an example. They're gonna breathe to
But you
them
know,
dogs,
at the end
bro,
of the
like-
day, let's say, they say your dog got 2 left legs, and that's what the whole live is about. And they talking about, you know how many people tap into a live and that's all they hear.
I'm about to say, now you
And
wake
they
up to
never
a post.
see the dog. So you hear now they done heard about this dog that came out. Let's say his name is Lil John. I said, man, Lil John, man, y'all seen that dog, Lil John? Man, Lil John got 2 left legs. He trash. Never seen the dog for real. But that's what's embedded in their mind because that's what they
They
heard.
done heard somebody else say
They
it.
done heard so many people say it.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's
So
tough.
so if you the owner of Lil John and they say your dog got 2 left legs, what's your job? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna hop on live and I'm gonna say where.
I'm gonna put Lil John on that camera. You gonna have to show
And
me
then-
my 2 left legs.
And then when you get on the live and say where, everybody that was kiki kaka with the person that said your dog got 2 left legs,
Yeah.
is gonna be crickets.
But then you still gotta also understand that like I'm in
on that.
like a middle generation. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm like in the middle. You get what I'm saying? I'm not with some of these breeders that have been breeding 20 years, but I'm also not a newbie.
Mhm.
So
For
some
sure.
of these breeders that's been breeding 20 years, bro, they have a mindset and a mentality of to never like overexpose their dog. And that's the way
secret.
that's the way this game was. Like, it's to never overexpose your dog. So they're not gonna put their dog on live like I would. They're just not gonna do it because that used to be it. It still goes on today, and that used to be like a dirty trick that was used. You know, somebody try to catch your dog at this angle. They take a
Right, right,
screenshot.
right.
They get a video. Hey, look at this. Somebody, hey man, I'm about to breed to Lil John. Why you want to breed to that dog? Breed to my dog instead. Look at these videos. I got a Lil John.
Right.
That's still a trick that's kind of used today.
No, for sure.
And it used to be it used to be It's
Not
still a
now,
trick that was
shit.
used back in the day.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's a fact.
What they doing now is they tricking you. They getting on live saying, "I bet you won't bring that motherfucker out. That dog trash." They bring that dog out. They wait for your dog to drink out the water bowl. They look at the high rear.
Yeah.
They got their phone screen recording.
And they
all
going
type of shit.
Shit, that whole
Hey,
start
they
hitting
doing
1,000
all-
views. Nigga, you be like,
Man.
damn.
So it's
But-
like some of them breeders that's been
So
breeding
let me say
for
this.
that long. They're not gonna hop on the live and show
Hey,
you.
this is
they
some
dog.
great advice that I got.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Grammy Street Black. He told me, control your own narrative, bro.
For sure.
If people saying your dog got 2 left feet, don't hop on Lil Jon and the East Side Boys live to show the people that your dog don't got 2 left feet. Go on your own live and show the people
Thank
that your dog don't got 2 left
Pop
feet
that shit on your
on
shit.
your shit.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Then you can
I'm on
control whether your dog get a bad angle or not. Then you can control. You don't got people telling you, "Oh, turn the dog this way, turn the dog that way." No, you turn the dog where you want to turn them. You
control the lighting. You control the environment.
But like somebody said right here, what happened to holding the person accountable that said Lil Jon got 2 left legs?
I mean,
You done forgot about that person.
No,
We ain't said nothing about that person.
Very true.
I ain't gonna lie. You gotta let them people be them people. Fool.
Yeah. You can't acknowledge them people.
Me, what I learned about, and I'm using Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Really just social media, period, bro. If you an idiot and you on there arguing, you got this idiot up here saying idiot shit for whatever reason that he up here saying this dumbass shit, right? Then you get on there arguing with it. What are you arguing with an idiot for, bro? No matter if you prove him wrong about everything he says, tomorrow when he gets on there, your dog still got 2 left feet, and now the toe sticks up and curves to the left. What is we talking about? Now you gonna get on there every time and be like, no, I don't curve to the left. It is straight.
Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow, nigga, that dog tail gay. Okay, no, look at the tail's cool. Okay, man, that dog had diarrhea and shitted on itself. No, the shit is straight. What is we gonna do this every day? I don't even care, bro. You niggas say what y'all want to say about General Smash. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You say what you want to say. You could say your dog trash. I bet you won't put him on live. You right.
Yeah.
Come to the show.
Yeah. But it's a difference
There you
between
go.
all of us, right?
Go. Play that game with him, man.
So
Play
we
that
may
game
have-
with him.
We got to look at it, from all different aspects, and we may be a little biased in that regard because we all got other things going on, outside the dogs. But imagine if, this is how they eat. This is their life. This is their profession.
Man, ain't none of them niggas making no money off that Instagram live shit.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying,
That shit dead.
imagine
TikTok a different story.
This is how
Instagram,
you
no.
eat. This is your profession, and somebody's criticizing your product, your number one moneymaker.
Yeah.
Live on the Bully Spittin podcast, who we got?
We'll get back to it.
I have to call back again. What's up with y'all?
What's up, man? Just
Stay on the line, man.
Yeah, I'm back. Bro, no one believes this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell y'all how the social media work, right? The social media is you create something that you want the people to believe, right? Most of the people know that it's 100% false. It ain't real. The people, the people just basically they like to make fun of people. So what they do is that they side with the person that they know is just lying. So they can be all cool and laugh and joke and giggle. They know it damn well that there's nothing wrong with the dog.
Dream.
Nothing to be wrong with the dog.
Hey, Dream.
What's up with it?
Name. Can you? I know you probably had so many situations, man. But what was a situation where you knew that shit was like these motherfuckers are lying and they was just like riding with the shit?
Man, it happens every day. High rear, easty, westy, no uterus, all types of shit. They say these people will say anything.
They said nigga dog ain't got a uterus.
they drinking it.
Yeah. They will say.
They said all that about you, dog.
No, but it's funny. It's funny though. But we know it ain't real.
Yeah.
But it's funny that they will come with anything and like anything they can to try to. It ain't necessarily bash you. It's just to have entertainment. Like these people, they're not really trying to bash you because they know you got quality dogs. They know you really out here doing stuff. They just doing it for the entertainment, for the viewers, for the following. That's what they're doing.
To say your dog ain't got a uterus, bro, is disrespectful. Like.
No, it's comical. Like you that was dead ass laugh right there.
Yeah.
No, ain't nobody gonna believe that. But no one really believes it.
Say,
I'm trying to tell you, bro. The people who do it, the people who be doing it, bro, no one really believes it. It just what happens is that it's funny, and it's funny enough to where I want to use it. No, I'm 100% sure
How many
nobody
times,
believes that. I bet.
let's keep it real. How many times have you had somebody come to you or come to your live, however they communicate with you, and they say something that they heard somebody else say as if it was truth, and you be like, bro, that's not even true. That was just some shit they just made up. Like,
Yeah, it don't be nothing about really dogs. It'd be something not even for dogs. Like, I never had no production before. We all know I had production before, but they go on there pushing there like, you never had a litter. Okay, cool.
But,
you know what I mean?
But
people
that's
really
because
believe
of the
that.
conversation, right?
Yeah, it's because of the conversation, but they don't have
people
nothing
out
to
here
say
that don't know you, Daydream. For real, the first thing they hear about you is you ain't got no production.
Yeah. Or he ain't got no dog.
Your dog's broke. A screenshot of your dog bent over or something. I don't know.
No, but the dope thing is, bro, I have respect for the people who actually put their dogs on live, bro, because right now live is not a friendly pace to be on. You know what I mean? We can't even make money. We can't do a lot of things. You know what I mean? I've been looking. I've been having a customer, a vendor that's been looking for a female. I think we just sealed the deal. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. You know what I mean? We just sealed the deal. You know what I mean? We got to make sure everything just check out. But you have customers. You have people that's intimidated to bring their dog around because people are not used to, like, hey, bro, yeah, I see that's a bruised out female. I see that's a high quality female. They're not used to this. Like, okay, they go directly to bashing, or somebody put a dog up there that's not to our standard, and they go straight to putting laughing emojis or making fun of people's dogs. So now it don't even it makes it not even a friendly place to even bring and showcase your dogs. If you're trying to sell it, if you're trying to get a stud credit, like this industry have turned into like a shit show. And all this stems from one live. I mean, and we know where this shit stems from. Like, it's a straight shit show. You know what I mean? We're losing our integrity as the days go by.
Hey, Dream, put it like this, man. If you had $1 million, if you was a new breeder right now, who would you invest that money into? You had $10,000.
If I had $1 million right now,
no, I'm gonna say $1 million because that's kind of high fish right now, right? Let's say you had $10,000 right now, and you say, man, I want to invest into a dog right now. In outside of Crown, who would that be?
No. What dog would I purchase outside of Crown?
Outside of Crown.
Are you asking me like who would I shop with?
Who would you shop with?
I would shop with people that I will shop with individuals that people don't know about. I didn't acquire a lot of dogs that people don't even know about. So it'll normally be a breeder. Because what happens is that you have breeders that come in, they got a huge ego that feel like their shit doesn't stink. You know what I mean? So if we're in the industry, you're going to deal with that. So me personally, it would most likely, even dogs that I bought, the only person that people really know about is Alan that I bought a dog from. My crown daughter, nobody really know who he is. My actual local granddaughter, nobody really know who he is. So a lot of these breeders that I have spent my money with, invested my money with, they have been breeders that nobody really know what they is. They just have quality work. So me personally, it most likely is going to be somebody that no one knows about that will produce a fire dog, and you know what I mean, I'm gonna turn it up.
Yeah, because you know, like if you buy from somebody that's on Instagram or that's kind of in that headspace all the time, it comes with some type of slack or disagreement, or you know, you got your dog from me type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's the ego. That's the ego-based breeders. I think there's still a lot of breeders out there that has respect for. And also, there's been a lot of people out there that's been taking people's names off the pedigrees. That's the most disrespectful thing you could ever do. If somebody produce that dog, leave that person's names on that pedigree. Do not alter it. Don't put no white out on it. None of that. We have to hold the integrity of this bully industry. This bully industry. Oh man, people starting to do that.
Saying this, bro. You know how every female is not like a she-male, right? You know, you got just some, solid, nice.
Some little bitches,
yeah. But they're gonna produce.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen like a solid female get on live and people just clown the dog like because it's not a she-male.
Yeah.
They don't own one themselves either.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's crazy, bro.
It's
like
the internet.
That's a bad thing about the industry is because bro, if you look at the people that's clowning, bro, their yard is full of the females that we're talking about. The females that's not going to be a dog that you go and really present on like, oh, this is a badass female. You know what I mean? Their yards is full of that. But they get on here and try to humiliate somebody else for the same stuff that they have. And so it's like they contradict themselves, but everything. People are doing things for a like, for a laughing.
Almost. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it is. People make a comment, bro.
It's for the reaction.
People make a comment.
It's for the clout
no, it's for the reaction.
Yeah, everything is for clout.
People will comment
so?
specific shit just to get people to mention them for
Just to get a laugh, for sure.
Just to get it's just for the reaction, bro. It's
You
not
ain't
even
never
for
done.
nothing
Y'all
else.
ain't never done that.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
That's what
You ain't never commented
I
in. Look at your comment. Keep seeing the reactions on your comment only.
Yeah.
For sure, I done done it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
No, I do it all the time.
Bro, it's like I don't be trying to ghost watch, but I have the live on. I be doing something and I be listening to it. And then if they was to like say my name or hey, I see you in here, then I'll take the phone out of my pocket and watch it. But a lot of times I kind of listen to lives like podcasts, like radio.
Yeah.
If I'm not really watching it unless they like,
Man, once I start
I'm finna put this dog on the screen and
Yeah.
then I get on there just to see look at the dog.
But I think that's what it is, bro. It's entertainment.
What was hurting me a lot, bro, in this industry is that we are so focused on the entertainment that we're losing the credibility for these actual these dog talks. And that's because, well, I've been having some good ass topics. Like I want to talk about this IDEX machine, like with these catalyst IDEX machines that's been inaccurate. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know what I mean? Some of the females not getting pregnant, harder to breed females not getting pregnant. They did a study where it's showing that the catalyst IDEX machine, that $40,000 machines that the vets be having. Did them after the number two on the IDEX machine, it's going to be very inaccurate. You know what I mean? So these are the good topics that I really want to discuss, bro. But people are so entertained by the nonsense about somebody who fucking who, or who did this to who, or you know what I mean, who dog got 2 left feet, and knowing damn well the dog ain't got 2 left feet. So that's what people are more entertained by, and it saddens me every day, bro. It's like, bro, this shit is going to shit.
Yeah. Well, who did that study that you're talking about?
It did a study. So I go to breeding seminars. So like you have breeding seminars that you can sign up for. You know what I mean? So they did studies. I can send it to you, Alice. They did the studies where it shows that these PG machines. I think it was UC Davis actually. UC Davis did the study, and basically what they did, they test the Catalyst IDEX machines versus the lab results. So the lab is going. You know how back in the day you used to go and do a PG test and you had to wait half a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to wait like half a day or 24 hours, depending on what time you got there, to get your results back. So them are the most accurate readings and results that you can get. But now we got the Catalyst IDEX machines, the ones that's being advanced, are like $40,000, and you can get it within 15 minutes. So what they did was they referred it back to the actual lab results, and what they noticed is that the results was very inconsistent after 2. So after 2 on IDEX, after the number 2 on IDEX, which is LA Surge, they noticed that the numbers are very inaccurate after the 2. You know what I mean? So some people can missing their litters, missing their breedings, and a lot of these be happening because I'm a diehard IDEX fan. You know what I mean? That's what I use, and so you know what I mean. It's best for people to know this because a lot of people like you and I use IDEX machines or Mitavitas, you know what I mean? But this don't have anything to do with Mitavitas. Yeah, this don't have anything to do with Mitavitas. It's strictly the IDEX Catalyst machines, and they've been having a big problem with being accurate about it too. Man, but I appreciate y'all for letting me join, bro.
Nah, for sure. Thanks for tapping in.
Hey, yeah, man, before we switch gears, man, I want to give a shout out to Lou Males Tamales.
Tamales was talking about.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, them tamales was fire. Hey, Lou, man, we had them on ice. We was supposed to bring them here for the last week's show. We had some technical difficulties where we had to cancel the show. You know, I stayed 30, 45 minutes from everybody. I don't think they wanted to wait. You know what I'm saying?
Long story short, bro.
They ain't
Mo
get
ate
that
all the
tamales.
tamales. Long story short,
I ain't gonna
Mo
lie.
didn't fuck with us on the tamales.
Nah.
They gone, bro.
Hold on. Don't do that.
They gone, bro.
Don't do that. I could have sworn I sent it to the group chat and they said, man, I don't know, they spicy.
Man, I called Mo. Mo ain't answer the phone, bro.
Is he local?
Is you lying?
Nah, I'm serious.
I don't remember that. I know Tony told me 3 days in a row he was pulling up. He told me every day I'm pulling up at 12. I'm pulling up at 12. I'm pulling up at 12.
You know, I'll talk to y'all, camera.
All right.
You know,
But this what I'm gonna do though. Them motherfuckers are so good, bro. I'm about to buy a pack, man. Hey man, y'all hit up the black tamale guy, Lumales Tamales. I think it's 12 for like $30, bro. He got different flavors. I'm gonna try to see which I think Stevie don't like spicy or some old shit. I'm gonna figure it out, man, and I'm gonna purchase me another pack.
For sure.
And we gonna bust them down.
So they was like that.
Yeah, nah, they was good, fool.
Man,
I still got
I
still got half the thing at the house. I don't know, nigga. If that shit in the refrigerator don't smell bad, don't look bad, I'm gonna put that bitch in the microwave. I'm one of them.
No, for sure. Tamales kind of take a little bit to go bad too.
Nah, they do. You gotta definitely fuck some shit up to make them all bad.
What tops? I was just thinking, bro.
Can I do a quick
It's not
shout
very.
out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out to all the followers on Facebook. I know we usually don't, reach out, say nothing to y'all, but it seems like it's a few of y'all over there. So, man, appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Share the live, man. And hey, we fuck with Facebook too, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in.
I was sitting here trying to think as Daydream was on the phone, and it's not a lot of top studs that come off of them she-males that we talk about, bro. That we like to stack and put against these males, and it's not a lot of top studs that come off of them, bro.
Talk about it.
A lot of them, have trouble breathing. And then it's not a lot of top studs that come off of those type of females. When you look at it, just think about it. Like, think of every dog mom. Like, every top stud's mom that's at least been out there. Some people like to hide those.
Mediocre moms.
That's the best way to do it. So it ain't no bar.
Yeah, a lot of people like to hide those, but when you think about, what you would consider a top stud,
it's one dog that man.
Not too many of them come off of them type of.
If we talk about one that I know I was alive to see was Black Ice.
Yeah,
and didn't produce a BB.
Man.
A bitch ass thing.
Man. That hoe was like the.
But she was like that though.
She went for 40, went for 80, went back for 40, and only had 3 pups at max.
She ain't had no puppies.
She had 2. She had 2.
They say she had 2.
Nah, she had 2 for sure. Yeah.
They say she had 2 before Buddy them got them.
Yeah, when she was in,
I haven't seen a dog out here with black ice in the pedigree. I'm just saying.
Man. What was we talking about?
If I see a dog with black ice in the pedigree, my eyebrows is raising.
For sure.
Hey man, I seen a Lilac try Kobe daughter at Israel show. Oh my bad, we still got 4 minutes.
Wait, Lilac try?
I was trying to end the show with that.
Kobe fine, right?
He fine. Yeah, he is fine. He had Lilac. What?
I'm gonna just say this, my partner. You better not buy that dog, crazy man.
Okay.
What you on?
Okay. No. I was just okay. I thought we was just gonna let I thought you was being serious.
But that don't got nothing to do with nothing to do with Brad though. So don't nobody. I ain't shooting at Brad. I really ain't shooting at nobody. My partner gonna tell me what I think about this dog. I'm like, let me see the pet. I seen the pet. I said, hey, bro, Kobe don't carry try, bro.
Was there any other try dogs in the
It don't matter if Tony.
Do not be him, Tony.
Do that.
Do not be him, Tony. Do not be him.
Tony ain't never had a try dog, so he don't know.
He don't know. The mama and daddy has to carry try. If Kobe don't carry try, he's not producing no try kids. I don't care if the mama had 1 million try in her pet. Kobe not producing it. Kobe ain't producing it.
Tony can tell you about that chocolate, bro. You know,
dark chocolate. I ain't gonna lie.
That's Tony thing.
For sure.
Don't you need 2 copies for chocolate too?
Yeah, you do.
All right, same
he
thing
can
with
tell you
try.
about that. He can tell you about big drop chests, little legs, a lot of bone, short backs. He could tell you about a lot of shit.
Yeah, I can't
but them colors, we gonna get you right, Tony. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
We gonna get you right.
Look, they be aiming like, bro, you don't fuck with try dog. Like, bro, that ain't my shit. I stay over in my lane.
No, for sure.
But look though, we got a couple minutes left. We talked about all the things that was wrong with the game. But can it be fixed? How do we
Yes.
fix it?
Yes.
It can be fixed.
It's being fixed.
I think it's just
It is being
It's
fixed.
not- It's slowly but surely
I just
being
think
fixed.
It's gonna take some. It's
It's gonna take the people with the platforms, the people with the reach, the people with the influence to lead the people in the right way.
Yeah.
If it's the blind leading the blind, a nigga that can see need to.
We can't have crash out dummies leading.
We
That's
at
better.
we at the bottom of the bully game right now. This the worst it's gonna get right now. It don't get no worse than
Shit,
this.
it can get worse.
Nah,
Don't say that.
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse right now. Why you think it's getting worse now? I think it's definitely getting better, slowly but surely getting
It's
better.
getting
Look at
worse.
CJ face.
You gotta let all these bullshit dogs and bullshit people gonna fade out the way, man. Like I
Yeah.
say, these up and coming
You got-
breeders,
you got
it's
about
definitely
another
gonna get better the
you got
next
like
way.
I feel like we got like another 2 years of this shit. What you think?
No.
I say
Oh,
I say
a good
year
year.
two,
Hey,
year
the only
two.
reason I say that is because the way the bully game going, somebody gonna get hurt seriously,
Man,
and
these
people
niggas
gonna it's gonna raise the
already
eyebrow.
got
Like,
hurt.
Yeah.
y'all know how people it be all cool when the rappers like shoot them up, kill, and then when somebody
Hey, bro.
die, everybody like, oh,
Hey,
It didn't have to go that far.
Hey, bro, look,
That's how it goes.
before we get out here, any nigga that has really been in the streets, I'm not talking about nobody that gets on live and portray that they in the streets and act like they hard and
I'm
want to
already
show
know
you
where you
this, that,
going.
and the third. Any real nigga really been to the pen, really like that, really had all of that, they're not on the internet talking about what they gonna do to another
Thank
nigga. It don't work like that, bro.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't work like that.
They not on the internet
if,
doing all that
and if
spit.
it is like that, and y'all popping up at these dog shows, seeing each other, and ain't nothing happening, then
But-
it really
Nah,
ain't
not like
But
that.
the
And I
thing
ain't
about
saying,
it,
and I ain't
though,
saying pop up at the dog show on no smoke. But if you
Look.
ain't on that, then you really not beefing.
let it be like that for the one who got you out of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. You know, let it be like that for him. I don't want to see people getting into it over some words on Instagram, bro. That's
Man,
Man, I don't want to see
petty.
people get into it over dogs, man. These is dogs.
let
Ain't nothing gonna happen, bro.
let it
I
be.
mean, niggas
let it
already
be.
meeting up to
Ain't
fight.
nothing gonna happen,
You
But
know
I'm
what
saying, let it be about.
I would prefer that though.
Let
than
it
some
be
shoot 'em
about the
up.
one
I
who
prefer
finesse
the
you out
little
the 3 to 4 to 5K.
Yeah.
Let it be somebody who played with some money, not
Don't-
somebody who called you boo boo head online.
online. Yeah, okay.
Now you in your feelings because the
Okay.
whole live laughing at you. Come on,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna never go there. Hey, Spider, we gone, man.
For sure. Hey, I take it. Breeding ain't dead.
Let's go, Hardy.
Niggas just scared,
You niggas
man.
just scared.
Breeding ain't dead. Niggas just scared, man.
Look, hey, I'm a dog on the beat, bully. I'm a bully spitter, literally. My passenger seat got a bully on. Got a top dollar bitch. Shit 30, and she rich. If you ain't top off, you a bitch. We bout our ends cut and split. I really cut ends when I split. Barber in the act, I keep a clip. Limbo, this is not a rental. I got hella bitches, need a kennel. I got hella bitches trying to breed. Big dog, nigga, need a leash. Doggy style, I'm a dog out. Single, never been in a doghouse. I'm a big dog, pet me gently. We'll fry your bitch, he Frenchy. Got your bitch in heat, I'm a stud. Your little bitch is weak, look like pud. Bend the lever, air out your bud. Golden retriever, no air bud. Pockets look like big X, but